Hi Kasha, well done for finding me. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's an interesting experience. Hi Andy. So this is the Mark II version of the the Thanksgiving Mandala reading. Hi Marianne. Well, it's been quite a sort of surreal experience, but obviously completely perfect. So, welcome everybody. I'm not too sure whether you were part of the first attempt at this at this video, but I'm feeling probably just to run through the first two sections that we'd already looked at. So, this is all based on the mandala that I'd felt drawn to create this morning for Thanksgiving, and it's a 4-part mandala that has got just slightly different energies to it that can help us bring a sense of gratitude to the journey that we're in currently, and also in this window of Thanksgiving, just bringing us a reminder of the gratitude for those that have been part of our journey through these extraordinary times, and the lessons learnt through the journey. I don't think there's anyone on the planet that hasn't felt at some degree traumatized by what we're seeing external, but also recognizing this is a massive opportunity for huge shift within this path of sacred homecoming, as I call it, this place of coming home to self and to letting go of all that is not true, all that is from our past that perhaps is no longer aligned for us going forward in this shift of frequency. We know that our journey forward is not the same as the journey that has come and brought us this far, that everything has changed in this time. Everything has changed in this journey, and oh, thanks Jacqueline. So we know that we are crafting, we're visioning, we're crafting a new sense of ourselves in relationship to the world, in relation to what is we're experiencing on the external screen of our lives, but also what our deepest heart calling is at this time, that is bringing us into an even clearer alignment with I am presence, that divine aspect of ourselves, so that we are a force for good in this new and upcoming time. What are we visionaries of? What are we calling forward? What are we visioning into being? So this mandala that was created this morning is, you can see it on my website, on my Sandy Humby Facebook, and you can see it on the Rose Alchemy Facebook page, and it is also on Instagram. But it was a very simple mandala that called to come together, and really focusing on gratitude and on this this particular Thanksgiving. What are we bringing thanks to? So the first is in 4 quadrants, and the first quadrant, each quadrant holds 2 roses. This is the first quadrant, and this is the Divine Feminine. This is Master Rose 2, and you'll see it's like she's holding the world. She's like she's pregnant. She's holding so much abundance and goodness. And when we connect in with Mother Earth, we are resourced. As many of you know, I live in the beautiful New Forest. I am surrounded by the trees and the animals, and it has been the saving grace of this journey of the last 18 months in particular, in my connection with nature and being surrounded by nature, has enabled me to keep coming back into this resource within, and to absolutely know that this is where we recalibrate. We come in, and our heart frequency is aligned to nature, because we are of the earth. These physical bodies are of the earth. They are animated by spirit. They are animated by Great Spirit. And so the clearer and the more aligned we are, the more we are connected into that true aspect of our nature, the more we are clear vessels to be a force for good in the world. And this rose calls us into really connecting and aligning with the voice of the Divine Feminine. And she is held within both men, the masculine and feminine, both hold this aspect of nurturer, this receptive energy, this potent force for good in the world. And she has partnered with I'm just seeing if I can get the rose colours right for you, with Heartstar 3, who is the last rose in the Oracle, and she is one of the 3 Heartstar roses, and she is the blue ray of power. So when we harness this energy of Divine Feminine, this energy that is so needed on the planet at this time, with the blue ray of power, we are a force for good in the world. So I invite you to connect in with these 2 energies. Perhaps put a hand on your higher heart chakra and just breathe in this sense of being love in action, of being a force for good in the world. Gratitude for the fact that you are able to be a force for good in the world. We're all here holding a frequency alignment. We signed up to be here, even if we didn't necessarily read the small print. This is a beautiful rose quartz bowl, and she's a space holder. She sits connected into the Earth Star, and this is a grandmother and apophyllite bowl that sits and works with the sacral and the adrenals. So So the second section in the quadrant are these two. And this is Rose Ma, Mother of the Rose. I am energies. And she says, I am nurturer. This is a real deep calling in to self-love, self-value, self-esteem, taking time to nurture self in order to be able to nurture others. We cannot nurture from an empty cup. And this rose says, I am inner strength. Although I sit in the shadows. And she was sat in a bed of roses in the Alhambra in Granada, and she was in a rose bed that was in shadow. And this is what she said, that although I sit in the shadows, still I am beautiful, and I wait until it's my time to shine. You can see the sun and the light all around her, and this is this place of coming back into self, resourcing self, really making self-love, self-value, self-esteem, the nurturing self a priority in order to have this strength, this I am inner strength, I am resourced, I can sit and I can wait, I hold my energy in alignment until I know that it is my time to step forward. And I know so many of us are in that process. We are gathering, we are honing our tools, we're honing our craft, we are gathering our tools in order to be in service, to order to be love in action. And this is the process. So these are beautiful, beautiful energies to work with. And we're going to weave in a Super 7 and a Super 7 and in androgynous indium bowl that sits on the heart. With the grandmother bowl. Hi Pamela. The third section in the mandala this morning are Heart Star 1 and Heart Star 2. These are the two of the three energies that form the threefold flame. And we've seen this one in the first section, the blue ray of power. This rose is the pink ray of love. And this rose is the gold ray of wisdom. So when we call in these two energies, when we can allow these energies to really nurture and nourish us, and also activate a real sense of unconditional love within us, so that we are wise counsel and we honour and align ourselves with the highest aspect of our soul journey. And I'm weaving in a violet or a gold bowl that is the bowl of mastery. last 2 roses that were part of this Thanksgiving mandala are Rosemar 5. She says, I am wisdom. I am connected to Sophia. I am wise counsel. I sit in the place of the wise woman. Hi, Caroline. And here we are, Rosemar 2. I am abundant. This rose really calls us into honouring that sense of sacred abundance that is possible when we come from the heart, when we come from truth. And we attract from our heart. You know, the heart is the spectrum of vibration. It's our attractor factor. And so when we come into that sense of truth of who we are and allow ourselves to come into that alignment, what happens is that we have an effortless abundance that brings to us all that is a frequency match to the heart. It is all to do with vibration. It is all to do with your frequency, what it is that you are attracting, what it is that you're aligned to. So I invite you to put a hand on your higher heart and just breathe in that sense of wisdom and an alignment to I am abundant. And you'll see that this rose, you know, when you sit with her on the heart, that stem that is holding her goes down into your root, and she is transmuting. She's alchemical. She's transmuting anything that is in any way hindering your ability to fully blossom and to really move into that place of abundance. Fabulous, fabulous rose to work with. So I invite you to connect in with these 2 and just absolutely give thanks on this day of Thanksgiving. Give thanks for all of the abundance in your life. And it is through that sense of abundance that actually you magnetize even more of it. You can see the full mandala on the Facebook page or on Instagram, but these are the 8 roses that came forward for the mandala. The divine feminine. Just breathe her in and bring gratitude for this sense of connection to the aspect of receptivity and love and Heart Star 3, the blue ray of power, knowing that we have to have the empowerment within to be love in action. Rosemar 3, I am nurturer, reminding us to take care of ourselves first so that we can give from an overflowing cup. I am inner strength. Although I sit in the shadows, still I am beautiful, and I wait until it's my time to shine. For each and every one of us, it's a case of really being able to tune in to the inspiration that tells us when to act and when not to act, when to speak, and when actually there's more power in silence. Heart Star 1. Oh, yes, there she goes. And the pink ray of love, reminding us of the place of which love is a state of being, not necessarily always a place of doing. We have to come from the being first. Heart Star 2 and the gold ray of wisdom, breathing in that sense of deep alignment with Source and the innate wisdom that comes from that. Rosemar 5, I am nurturer. Sorry, Rosemar 5, I am wisdom. I align and connect with the divine source of all. And last but by no means least, Rosemar 2, and she is, I am abundant. I effortlessly attract all that is in highest alignment for me from the frequency of my heart. So I invite you just to put a hand on your higher heart and just receive the energy and the love of the roses. Thank you for joining me, and yeah, just much gratitude in your presence here and your resonance with the roses and the sounds, and sending all blessings on this Thanksgiving Day, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.